course 30. So now I guess that's all I got, unless you guys got questions. Of course, our next race is at Madeira on the 21st of this month, along with BCRA, and the one following that is at Ventura on the 28th of September.
Yellow flag on the cage on the back of Reuter's car. That's a rookie flag. That's a driver. 17.635 on Jason's first.
Pancratz is on roll 2. Pancratz was the 5th fastest qualifier. Normally wouldn't have been in this one. Chris George, the guy who flipped up in turn 2 in qualifying, broken too bad, out for the night. Green flag will come out this time when they come off turn to number 4. You guys ready to go USAC Midget Racing here at the pass? 4-lap trophy dash to start the show. Starter Brian Howard looking him over out of turn number 4. Green flag flies and we're underway. Sills in the number 4 out front. That's Delacki second, Pancratz in third, and at the back, one lap in the books, 3 to go in this one. Got the back, we did hear earlier, Leffler. Wednesday night, Terre Haute, Indiana, for the second in the top 100 behind Kevin Olson. Billy Bode won the main event out here last Friday night, finished 6th in that one. Sellers puts in distance between himself and second place Delacki. Brian Howard gets the white flag, ready to come down for Buckwheat Jimmy Sills. Sills is a professional race driver, but he's not racing. He teaches a sprint car school up in Placer. Coming out of turn 4 the last time, he made this one look real good. Checkered flag flies, and tonight's trophy dash winner, number 4, Jimmy Sills. Second, number 63 of Robert Delacki, finishing 3rd. Wally Pancratz, number 31, and 4th, the number 71 car of Jason Leffler. 1 minute, 10.80 the time on the 4-lap trophy dash. And as we're going to go down the front straightaway with our trophy presentation, Jimmy Sills, I believe this is Sills' first ever appearance here at Perris Auto Speedway. We told you earlier this year on the Richmond track, I believe 3/4 mile track, Sills drove the Gary Stanton Mopar to the win in the USAC Silver Crown event. And Jason Leffler, we've seen him out here the last 2 weeks setting fast time. Always a contender here at the pass. And Skip now getting ready to mount the podium. Along with him will be Jason Leffler and Jimmy Sills.
Okay, I have... Oh, you guys get up here for crying out loud. You're too far down. Jason, come up here. Let's talk to you real quick. You're a quick qualifier for tonight. Ran 4th in the dash. How much of the dash is used as a setup for the rest of the night?
Well, anytime you get laps, you know, you kind of know what your car's doing, but I just took it easy on the start and hung back and, you know, just tried some different lines and stuff, just kind of know where the track was and how the car was running.
So, are we going to make any changes to the race car?
Yeah, I think so. We're not going forward as quite as good as we want, so we'll make a few little changes, get a little more forward bite, and just hang in there and see where we end up.
Well, you can do it pretty well with the second at Terre Haute last week. Jimmy Sills, come on up here next to me so you can show us how tall you are. Jimmy, it's your first time here at Perris Auto Speedway. Welcome.
Well, thank you. It's a very nice facility, and so far it's a good racetrack.
And are you going to make any changes with that number 4 midget?
Well, we're kind of questioning on our gear. We're turning a lot of RPM at the straightaway, but it seems like we need it coming off the corner. It kind of bogs the car down coming off the corner. So I don't know. We'll take a look at how many RPMs we're turning and whether the motor can stand it.
Okay, now I've seen you on TV in a sprint car, a champ car, everything else. What are Jimmy Sills' plan for the rest of the year besides running your driving school?
Well, yeah, the school keeps us busy during the week. On the weekends, we're gone racing, and where we're gone racing is, I'm not sure now. I think I may spend a little more time down here. I may do some non-wing sprint car stuff. The sprint car ride that I did have, we crashed a car at Knoxville Nationals pretty bad a couple weeks ago and lost a car. And I think my car owner, he lost a little enthusiasm. He hasn't called back. So we may have a new sprint car ride and do a little more non-wing races and get down here a little more often.
Okay, great. Jimmy Sills out of up north and the winner of the Trophy Dash. Let's give him a Perris Auto Speedway welcome.
Switching starters right now. Ed Ramirez is going to start for the mini sprints. Starting for the full midgets tonight, Brian Howard, longtime USAC starter, and next year, talk about a great job. Brian Howard will be the starter, first time he's going to do it, at the Indianapolis 500. Set the pace off turn 4. Green flag comes out. He race number 1 for the Midgets. Tell Lambert. Calderwood with a little bobble trying to go to the inside is Hermes Nader. Howard running in the number 3 spot. Way up in the dirt on the outside. Sean Scully. 3 across from turn 2 and they make it. Sater in front, then it's Calderwood. Followed by Howard, Pancraft, Blackie, Shaw, and Scully. And bring it back right now, the rookie, Bruce Ritter. Calderwood and Howard start to close in on the leader, Bruce Sater. And Howard decides to climb the rear end of Calderwood keeps on going, but Howard goes from 3rd back to 5th. Now moves Pancratz up into the number 3 spot. Good tight battle for first. Howard has a chance to cross flags. That means halfway through this race coming up from our starter, Brian Howard. And here comes the top 3. Trying to knock his way down the inside. Sater can't do it. Here comes Leffler to make it a 4-car battle for the lead. Pancratz now gets inside Calderwood. Pancratz, a former Ascot Super Midget champion. And one of the top super modified drivers on the West Coast. Battling for a second with Calderwood. Calderwood goes wide. Pancratz gets through, as does Leffler. Now Leffler looking to the inside of Pancratz. Good race on the racetrack here in the pits. Leffler now trying to go to second. Gets inside Pancratz. They go into that traffic. Howard also gets inside Pancratz. He takes over the 3 spot to the inside. Pancratz repass Howard to take the 3rd spot back. Last lap flag coming out from the starter. 1 to go for Jordan Hermansader. Leffler, one last shot, not going to do it. The win of Hermansader, 2nd Leffler, followed by Pancratz, Howard, Calderwood, Galactus, Scully, Shelton, and Reuter. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that was one hot heat race. Did you like that one? Put your hands together for all the drivers, including your winner, the number 91 of Jordan Hermansader, as he returns to the pit area. So Jet with the Volkswagen going to lead him around, driving for Mudball Racing. That's a Luther Davidson, his father. Jim Keane from Bakersfield, Jim's on front to start. Coker moves into second, and here comes Sills in the number 4 car. Painted like Jet Sills goes inside Cofer for second. Sills now starting to size up Keane. And all set up, and the guy in second place will definitely be in the sprint car. Sills now looking at the outside of Keane on the back straightaway. Keane's going to beat him back to 3. Watch Sills, no, he's not going to beat him back to 3. Sills on the outside takes the lead. Cofer now moving up the challenge. Keane for the number 2 spot. Around, turn number 2 up against a quarter-mile wall. High for best. Looks like he may have a problem as he goes down the low side. Green flag out again, and it's Sills in front. Cofer trying to get inside Keane for second, and A.J. Johnson coming in the number 4 spot. Sills out front has won USAC Western State's victory this year, and with the yellow flag assignment that goes around between turns 3 and 4. Evinrude rear engine midget that he drove in Southern California about 15 years ago. One night took it out on the dirt at Ascot, put Wally Pancratz behind the wheel in a rear engine midget on dirt. Sills moved away. L2 watches for the second spot. And over. Halfway through this one, 5 down, 5 to go. Davidson. And getting the other two spots in number 95 up Ken Simonson and the 77 car. So put your hands together for Buckwheat Jimmy Sills. He heads back to the pit area. Here we go. Flag's going to come out. That one all started at the very front of the pack. All the scrambling led to a flip, but it was way at the back of the pack, and I do believe that's the 55 of Ross Murray, the car who arrived late here at the pass. And Ross gets out of the car. Put your hands together for Ross Murray. So it all started when Leffler got a little bit sideways, and the field bunched up behind him. They did a good job not to really tangle up. But when Murray got there was no place to go. So we're going to restart this one, along with our bubbles on the front straightaway. We will still have 10 laps to go in this semi. And Helen gives us a wave up here in the booth. Brian Howard, our starter, says 1 lap to go. We'll be back under action here at Perris Auto Speedway, the newest half-mile dirt track on the West Coast. Coming off turn number 4, Jimmy Sills done this hundreds of times in his life, and he sets a pace in a turn number 1. Lost it together going on the front straightaway, and Leffler Sills in the second. I was corrected once again on the motor in Jimmy Sills' car. It is a Gertie motor. Down 5 to go in our semi. And if my cable system ever came up to date, we'd get ESPN2 as well, so we could watch Thunder on Wednesdays. Green flag comes out. Sills still in front. Johnson's car on the back straightaway. Green flag. Gary K. Howard going to the outside on that start. Check out Sills and his flag goes away as soon as a green flag goes on. Howard now going to run on the dirt on the finish. And that brings out another yellow flag. Sills gets a jump. Watch Delacki trying to get on the inside of Leffler. Everybody else. And we get one upside down in turn number 3. I think that's Wally Pancratz. Pancratz upside down. The other car, I think, is 25, Jim Keene from Bakersfield. Not sure what happened down there. We were watching the action down in turn number 1. And on the yellow, Pancratz upside down big time. And Skip was telling me over the headset a few seconds ago that Keene was having a fuel pickup problem. Maybe that's what slowed him, and Pancratz ran over his wheel to get up in the air.
And we appreciate that. And the United States Auto Club has a presentation where we'd like to make here of a plaque to the Kazarian family, and I'd like to read this to you right now. It says, "Certificate of Appreciation, the undersigned certify in the name of United States Auto Club, the Perris Auto Speedway and race organizer Oval Entertainment participated in the 100th anniversary of oval track racing in America by presenting the United States Auto Club Western States Go Midget Racing program on September 7, 1996. The first oval track racing event was staged on September 7, 1896 at Narragansett Park Speedway in Cranston, Rhode Island, and featured 7 participants who answered the starter's command, 'Now go if you can.' We offer our sincerest appreciation to the past and its staff for their continued support of United States Auto Club Racing." Signed, Johnny Capos, United States Auto Club Executive Vice President and Director of Competition. I'd like to present this award to Kenny Kazarian and Danny Kazarian on behalf of USAC.
Thank you very much, Dan. It's a pleasure for us to receive this. It feels to us sometimes like we've been working on this racetrack for 100 years. But I hope we're here for the next anniversary on 100 years. We appreciated this one. We look forward to the next one. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Kenny, and we'll give this back to Scott.
Okay, right now we have another special presentation we want to do here at Perris Auto Speedway tonight. The Kistler family, the 100th anniversary of oval track racing. They tonight were the 100th family through our front gate. So put your hands together for the Kistlers tonight. For them, we got some good prizes. The whole family going to get some hats to take home. They get t-shirts, about $100 worth of good stuff they're going to take home from Perris Auto Speedway. And in addition, we want to give you 4 tickets for the Oval Nationals to be staged out here October 18th and 19th. You're going to be here now, right?
We come every Saturday night.
All right, they're here every Saturday night for the action here at Perris Auto Speedway. Once again, put your hands together for the Kistler family. Give it to Dick Hyman. He knows better what's going on right now than I do. And he's here with Jimmy Sills.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you may have looked at a different program tonight than you're used to seeing, and I just want to take a second to explain what we did here tonight. We had a program of less than 19 cars. What we did is we qualified the cars tonight. Everybody earned a point position. They got 20 points for fast time and on down. And for the heat races, they were finishing the heat races, they got 10 points on down to 1. We added them up and we made a lineup for the semi-main event. Now we've got a point total. And what we're going to do right now is we have the semi-main winner here, Jimmy Sills, and what he's going to do is he's going to draw pill number 0, which means that the race will be lined up straight up. Pill number 4, number 6, or number 8. And that just tells you that we're going to either invert 4, 6, or 8. So Jimmy Sills is going to do this right now, and then every driver out there has to live with what he's got to do. Jimmy's obviously got the point lead tonight. That's because he was fast tire or won the dash in the heat race. So no matter what, he's going to be on the pole, 4th, 6th, or 8th. So he's the one that's going to be doing the draw. So here we go. He's going to draw that number now. Oh man! Yeah, let me see how the numbers are. All 8s. Too bad. 0, 4s, 6, and 8. By the way, Jimmy Sills, and he's checking the numbers right now, drew number 8.
All right. You gotta work your way up here.
Okay, here we go, Scott.
Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Jimmy. Good luck in that one. You won everything else tonight? Just a little bit harder this time, right? Mike Henriksen setting the pace. Start from Riverside. Didn't go over too hard, got way sideways. And if you ever watched Thunder Series, that's what you call a Tommy Tipover. Business radio controlled quarter scale cars. And now he's back in a race car. And looks like we'll get a green this time. Red Ramirez checking him out. Coming off 4. never seen any sprint car get that much air before. Real quick snap flip. From here we can't see the number of the race car. Med-event crew tipping the car back over. That's the number 4, Robert Shimshak. And when they tip the car over that quick, the driver is definitely okay. So put your hands together for Robert Shimshak. Durbin second, Ray third, Price fourth, and it's Henriksen and Filio. Almost got upside down, got into the crash wall, and that brings out another yellow flag. Ray looking at the outside as they come on turn 4. The green flag is out once again, and we're racing here. Once again, Badaki, and man, that car just rockets on the start. With the number 9 car, he slows. Capos. And I'm lost after that. So John Ray, good job. Green flag will come out the next time by. How many of you think Sills can win this one from position number 8? It's going to be interesting to watch Pancratz off too. The car is like a brand new race car. They rebuilt the front end on it. Here we go. USAC Midgets, Perris Auto Speedway. Keene setting the pace off turn 4. Brian Howard throws a green flag and we're racing. And Sills. And a red flag. We have one upside down in turn number 3. That's the 29 car, Bruce Reeder. And we'll have a complete restart on this one. Say Reeder's car looks a little towed in as he goes back to the pit area on the hook. Front end moved way over, shock torn off. And we're going to send it down to the pit area to Skip, who has Bruce Reeder, the tail of the pack. And we'll have the green flag this time. Keene sets the pace on the inside, Gary Howard on the outside. Pancratz, watch him inside row number 2. Did not get a good start on the original go. And we're racing once again. Howard on the third lane, running wide, takes the lead as they go on 2. Keene second, Sater down low, trying to move into that second spot. Howard was running up on the third line earlier. He's got a lot more to do this time. Making his second of comes to a stop off turn number 2. Pancratz, the driver running in second spot. No wins yet this year, but 14 Western State Midgets win in his career. Gary Howard, no wins this year as well. Jordan Hermansager, the guy running third, has 2 victories in 1996. Green flag comes out. And we're racing again, and one of them pulls off the racetrack onto the quarter mile. That's Larry Brown from Bakersfield. Sills looking at the outside of Keene. Looks like he's going to get the job done off turn number 4. That's still losing Sills. car going back to the Perry on a hook. 13 laps down, we have 17 yet to go. The green flag comes back out. Howard gets a good jump in turn number 3. Inside Pancrats, and that's good for the third spot. Pancrats shut the door. Leffler gives Pancrats a shove in turn number 4. Pancrats still holds back. Good start. for the number 3 spot. Yellow because of debris on the back straightaway. While we're looking at the back straightaway, check out all our billboards. Teaches racing school, sprint car racing school in the classroom. And if I thought I was getting into racing, I think I'm coach Willie Shelton how to get around this racetrack tonight. It's the first time he's been here. There's something wrong with Sills' car. He came on board. The clock was stopped with the run. Last lap flag coming off. Sills still in front, and it's Howard Cofer. Problem. Perris almost touched the wall. All over the top 4. Sills with a problem. Cofer to the outside, left to the inside. Cofer. Checkered flag's gonna come out. And the win goes through Johnny Cofer. Second will be Leffler. Then it's Shelton. Might be some lap cars. And some let go of Sills' rear end. That was the problem. I got lost on that last lap. We're gonna get an official finish for you in a couple of seconds, but Johnny Cofer bags his second win of the season and his 10th Western States win in his career. Put your hands together for Johnny Cofer. Cofer taking the win, second of the year. And that's a last lap victory. You gotta like that one. He's gonna be pretty excited when you get him out here with Skip.
Put it in the bag.
We'll give you the top 5 right now. The win goes to Johnny Cofer, the 57. Second, the 71, Jason Leffler. Third, first time in a midget, the number 36X of Ricky Shelton. Good job for Shelton. Fourth, the number 91 of Herman Sater. And fifth, the number 56 of Shane Scully. We'll have a finishing order for you, a complete order in just a couple seconds. Right now, Cofer's out of the car. Put your hands together, he can hear you. Second win of the year for McDougal, California is Johnny Cofer.
He knows where the parking lot went. Where we're going to do that. Down there, yeah, I'm going to go there.
For those of you leaving the facility right now, check out our souvenir stand, the USAC booth down in turn number 3. A lot of good stuff. On the half mile here at Perris Auto Speedway. Next Saturday night, SCRA Sprint Cars will be back in action.
Hey, I'm up here next to the 94 Western States Midget Champion, and last week he broke a steering arm up in turn number 2 and didn't hit anything. And this week, a main event win, Johnny Cofer. The luck's got to be turning for you, bud.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday today, and I guess old Sills and those guys just wanted to give me a nice big present. I'll take it.
Tell us your reaction when you saw the 24 and the 4 car all tied up together.
Well, I saw Jimmy slow a couple laps before that, you know, and I knew that if he was going to slow, he was going to stay low. I didn't want to go up on the track because I knew I had this guy right here behind me pounding on me, so I didn't want to give up my position, but I knew something was wrong with Jimmy's car, you know, and I just kind of hung in there and finally it pooped out.
Well, I don't know if you know the results, but what happened with Jimmy's car? It ran out of fuel, or a fuel pickup problem anyway.
That's what I thought, because it was only doing it in the corner, you know, so I figured he was getting a little low on fuel.
Okay, okay, you guys. We did this last week, we're gonna do it again. Real quick. Happy birthday, huh? 1, 2, 3. I'm not singing, you guys. Okay, I already talked to the third place finisher, Ricky Shelton. I grabbed him as soon as he got out of the car. You are going to wait for a minute, because you're the old guy like me. Jason Leffler, a second at Terre Haute, and a second here tonight. Congratulations, young man.
Thanks. That was a tough race. You know, the top was coming in, but guys running the bottom would bounce out in the middle. But I'm more impressed with my buddy Ricky here for running third in his first midget race. That's pretty impressive. But hopefully next week we can win one. I don't know.
Well, you're well on the way to winning a whole bunch of them. Mr. Jason Leffler. John Ray, come on over here. Okay, I'm standing next to a guy, what, last 3 times?
We've finished second here the last 2 times. We had kind of a dry spell.
Well, I tell you what, this is a pretty good get-well present for Mr. Ron Pepe.
Yeah, Ron, my sponsor, R&D Motorsports, wasn't able to be here tonight. He found out during the week he's got diabetes, and they put him on a bunch of pills and told him not to drive anything, so he's at home. He would have enjoyed this one.
Okay, now, I talked to you early before the main started. You said it was, well, on the first red, said the car was a little loose. You were hoping the track would come to you, but it looked to me like traffic. You're a master at it, and it worked again.
Well, I want to tell the spectators something tonight. You saw probably the best drivers in Southern California in the mini sprint class. Harry Badakian is one of the best I've seen. I've been doing this for 3 years, and he's one of the first drivers I saw. He is the best. I feel real privileged to win this one tonight.
Well, from somebody as talented as John Ray to pass on congratulations to another driver, that speaks pretty well. John Ray, congratulations on that main event win.
Thank you very much. I want to thank my sponsor too, Blatnick Racing and Panelite Engineering, together with Ron Pepe and R&D Motorsports. Without them, we couldn't do it.
All right, John Ray, mini sprint winner.
Once again, I want to thank you for coming out to Perris Auto Speedway this evening. When you leave the facility, please remember to walk and drive safely. Come on back a week from tonight. See the SRA Sprint Cars next Friday night. IMCA Modifieds and the Street Stocks on the half mile. My name's Scott Delosio. Thanks for coming out and have a great night.